Good morning, guys. For those of you up in the Worcester area and you need your car, truck, Mini Cooper worked on, head to Greasy's Garage. Pete and the gang can fix whatever you got. And yes, they always carry Bears products. That's Greasy's Garage. And then if you'd like to learn more about Bears products, call David at 615-854-3057 and he'll answer all your questions. Find out how to get between 4 and 5.5 miles per gallon better and more power. Also, for those of you who like a cool t-shirt, go ahead and go to libtartees.com. Let's go ahead and dig into some of the news here. Let's start with Zero Hedge. So, election fraud prosecution at an all-time high. Texas Attorney General's office. About 80% of those pending cases involve alleged mail-in ballot fraud. So for those people who say, oh, there was no fraud. No, there was a lot of fraud. There's a bunch. And then EMA delivers update on AstraZeneca after acknowledging blood clot link, and the agency acknowledged the link, and so it's just a lot of people, they're taking the V, and they want it, and it's your own personal choice. 5 states report half of new U.S. COVID cases as governors demand more jabbing. It says we constantly look at, okay, we know we're going up, but are we going up at the rate we should be, particularly given the amount of cases we have? And then Rabo, there is strangely little coverage of the major Russian military mobilization underway. I don't believe there's anything to worry about. I think Trump and the military, they're keeping an eye on everything, and when the time is right, they'll come back. And then don't tread on our freedom. Texas governor joins resistance against the passports. And it's like, nope. It says every day Texans return to normalcy as more people get and become immune to the V. Exactly. And then the mainstream is wrong about rising bond yields and gold. And just know that what goes up comes down. And then U.S. trade deficit hits record high in February. Let's see here. 255 transgender inmates request transfer to women's prisons after California passes new law. And it says what's happening in California prisons was entirely predictable. Yeah, as they say, meet Karen. Yeah, he's like 6'2" and 300 pounds, and he's like, no, I want out of the male prisons. And then futures flat, and the JP Morgan's diamond says economic boom could justify lofty stock valuations by lasting through 2023. And EU and Turkey relations. Erdogan left Europe Commission president speechless after humiliating snub. And Erdogan does his own thing. And then a trillion here, a trillion there. But hey, who's counting, right? And then, as we know, we're going to get a new financial system. We have to. This one's broken, beat all hell. And then a gigantic cluster. You know what? How Morgan Stanley avoided $10 billion in Arch-Ago's losses by selling first. Yeah, there's going to be a lot more selling going on here, I believe. And then Turkey, Russia poised to sign space cooperation deal as new Turkish program struggles. Recently established Turkish Space Agency has had trouble getting off the ground in battered economy. Fauci can't explain why Texas COVID cases keep dropping despite the reopening. Had how to play the European EV Bowl. There's a lot of things that Fauci can't explain, but he'll have to explain a lot one day. Saudi Arabia hopes its patriots will start working in Yemen's Marib. Saudi Arabia is showing genuine concern that Marib could be lost to Ansar Allah, and it is finding it all but impossible to defend it. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and go to Nevada mayor dumps anti-American Democrats for GOP, the party of hope and freedom. Democrat ideas hurt working class families, restrict freedom, extinguish opportunity. So he's kind of seen the handwriting on the wall, and he also knows too that there's certain software that are not going to be allowed anymore in the elections. And then moving on to the Supreme Court screws up yet again and screws us for generations. It says here, we've long been warning that the alleged 63 conservative court majority is exceedingly alleged. And alleged conservative Chief Justice John Roberts is extraordinarily alleged. Well, yesterday's morning repast must have been awful for Roberts and 5 of his colleagues, including both Donald Trump appointees who participated. The third Justice Amy Coney Barrett wasn't yet on the court when the case was heard. Only Justice Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito appreciated their meal and the Constitution. The allegedly conservative court yet again delivered a definitive deleterious decision which has absolutely nothing to do with the Constitution, conservatism, or conserving the preeminent pinnacle of our increasingly digital economy, intellectual property. In short, the court has now screwed us for generations to come. It says Supreme Court sides with Google in $8 billion copyright dispute with Oracle. And, hey, remember, everything changes. Everything. And we're going to see a lot of things change coming up. And it's going to happen when we least expect it. And then in Michigan, 246 got fully jabbed, and then they got diagnosed with the V. 3 passed away. State leads nation in new cases per population, as Whitmer's irrational lockdown proves to be an epic fail. Everything about her is an epic fail, except to the Democrats. And she's a good little puppet for them. And then 34-year-old male arrested for Asian hate crime against young couple with baby in California shopping mall. It says an Asian couple was attacked by 2 men over social distancing in a mall on Easter Sunday in San Bernardino, California. The crime that was witnessed by others in the store has been deemed a hate crime. Asian hate crimes have been all the rage by the Democrat Party media lately. So it says today's arrest of a 34-year-old black male in relation to the hate crime may make their false narrative even harder to prove. You take a look at this, and all of a sudden the Asians are getting attacked. That's not a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidence. This has all been planned. And then Biden tells Georgia to smarten up or else, takes a swing at the Masters tournament leaving the state. Wow, so how much is Georgia going to put up with? I think they've already had enough of the Democrat Party. And then Bill Gates and George Soros team up to form organization tasked with policing with disinformation. And then Facebook. They correct a woman's complaint about the V, and then later on she passes away. So they're correcting everything about anything that they don't approve of. It doesn't matter what it is. And then they're, it's just crazy what we see. It's insane. And then and people need to do their research before, not after. And then Bill Gates' former doctor says the billionaire did not. He refused to have his children jabbed. Interesting. And that's from February 7th, 2018. Anyway, that is all for now. I want to thank all of you for your support. It is very much appreciated. God bless y'all and have a good day. Bye-bye, guys.